Good afternoon, everyone. Chris and myself, Joshua Kiwi's up here in the booth. The LNS Customs 255 as we've got drivers grading here as we see Alex Upman Sturgill, Mikey Neal Jr., Newbigging, Farmer, Brackett, Grenier, Sheets, all setting lap times. It looks like Brackett out on his second lap. But just want to say a big good afternoon to everybody. Hopefully you guys, gals, fans, fans, family members. Goodness gracious, I couldn't get that out. And friends. I was mixing all those words up into one. Hope you all out there on the YouTube and the Facebook are all doing well. We are very excited to get the round of 16 started here tonight for the Bluegrass Cup Series. 7 sets of tires. That'll be the set on your car with 6 extra. And we're going to see, I want to say stage breaks at 40 and 90. So it's going to be a very excellent race. You see a lot of Darlington, South Carolina cloud cover. And I got to say that is one thing that is very accurate during these times. You'll see that cloud cover very big here in these hot summer days. And hello, Sarah, over in the chat. Good to see you out here tonight. As you're going to see the 77 of Gabriel Ellison, the 27 of Austin Allen just set himself up into 8th currently. Is Ellison going to take the track? As again, we really appreciate everyone being here tonight. We know Daytona 500 whole qualifying, all that goodness going on right now, ending up. We're just glad racing's back. We're glad Bluegrass racing is here for the playoffs, man. I'm very excited to see these drivers that have been, implementing all the skills, everything that they've taken from this season, and really going to, have to put it on the line here. We've talked about all these drivers so much. We've had, so many, opportunities to sit and talk to them, and it's going to be awesome now to see these playoff drivers really get to work here as the playoff season, baby. It's officially underway for the Cup boys, and this is going to be very fun to see. As you're seeing some more drivers here take to the grid, or take to the track, I should say. The 44 of Zack Nichols is going to line up and go to take his hot laps here. So good to see these drivers that are all, goodness gracious, that are all ready to go here tonight, man. Just ready to see some good hard racing. That Hot Wheels throwback, that 44, that Kyle Petty throwback. That was a car as a kid, man, that I really loved. I know a bunch of drivers have ran those Hot Wheels skids. I remember the Kyle Petty version of it, and that right there just makes you feel like a kid all over again when you see that livery that you really like. Of course, got the Mountain Dew on the front bumper. Ooh, Zack Nichols, 28.54. 5.36, actually. Zack Nichols came to play tonight. What a lap. He ain't even going to take his second lap, I don't think.
Yeah, Josh, it does look like Zack Nichols going to go ahead and pull himself down pit lane. Man, that was, like you said, really a fast lap there. Man, Zack Nichols coming out and showing that he really is, really coming out to play at Darlington, man.
Oh, yeah, there's everybody's going to be on their A game now tonight, Chris. We've seen a beast in Zack Nichols, but I think now we're going to see an absolute monster, Chris. I think these Bluegrass boys just awakened something they don't want to have to deal with now. Zack Nichols is about to turn up for this, championship season right here. This is going to be fun to watch. As a 21 of Morgen Baird, it looks like he set a 29.220, so I'll say it, a lackluster lap for a championship contender, but he's going to better it with only a 29.04. So, man, unfortunate for Morgan. That's not the what's the word I'm looking for? The the pace we've seen of him. He was leading all last week at Talladega. We've seen Morgan do very excellent. Not speaking bad about him or anything. I say lackluster as in I could do any better. Probably I couldn't. But that Morgan Baird machine, man, we've seen him pick up. He's probably just wanting to sandbag it. Chris, you know how he is. We see that 21 come out of nowhere, kind of like his teammates, that 44 and that 54 usually. Speaking of the 54, didn't he say he was at Daytona this week? Yeah, and I remember he said he was going to have to rely on the road course.
Yeah, he was going to have to rely on the road course, yeah. Man, Mo Abhat in that number 3, man, that's a really beautiful paint scheme there. Oof. Doing Dale Sr. right there, Mo Abhat. Whoa, we're getting a little loose in the corner there. Does look like,
it's like Dale Sr. gave him the bump.
It does look like he didn't set a lap that time, so we do know that Bluegrass is very strict on their scrutiny, so could have had an issue with that 3 machine, might have hit the wall or had something go on, not sure. But Frankie Barroso and that number 12 going to set himself in that 4th position, so a good lap from that 12 machine. Looks like he might have got up against the wall there, but doesn't look like he got into it, so we'll see if that 12 machine could better himself on this 2nd lap.
Yeah, as it looks like he's going to roll himself through here, turn 3. Out of turn 4, we'll see what the number 12 is going to do here. 2nd place, 28.59, man.
Lap.
Stonker lap from Frankie Barroso. He's coming to life too here, it looks like tonight, Chris.
Yeah, this is where these drivers really have to throw all their skill out. And luckily, Darlington is a skill-based driver. It's a driver track, so it has to come down to the driver's skill. It's not a track, like, Auto Club or something where you can kind of lean on, more of the track than the actual skill, or Talladega or Daytona where, you can just kind of cruise. This is more of a track where you have
Is
to.
Mo stopped?
It looks like he is stopped, yes.
I thought I was making sure my game didn't crash or anything right there. Sorry about that.
No, you're good, but it's gonna have to see. This is gonna be a good track to test all of these skills out. And see how these boys really get to handle. As qualifying's over, we'll go ahead and get through the grid, and we'll also get those championship points pulled up here right after we get started. As while we're waiting on the drivers to get settled in, want to give a big shout out to everybody on that Facebook, on that YouTube page. I see Alex Huffman on the Facebook saying, I'm ready to be an issue tonight. Don't say that, Alex. Man, come on. And then Sarah Mays, I saw her say, hey guys, at the beginning of the stream. Hey Sarah, good to have you on the YouTube. See Nate Messner saying, Morgen Baird Racing, yee yee. Old Bluegrass Bard, let's go. Good to have you, Nate. Sarah Mays saying, way to go, Huffy. Zach Nichols saying, come on, my boy, Zach Nichols. Good to have you, Steven. And Praise Dale 21, let's go, Nate. Good to have you again on that YouTube chat.
Ooh, nice scheme right there on that 13 car. But we're going to get to your grid here in just a moment. As it looks like we do have basically your whole field gridded besides Alex, Gabriel, Scott, and Mo. So we'll go ahead and start hopping into these cars. And if we miss any of them, you know how we are. We'll get back to them and see those beautiful paint schemes. But starting out your field here tonight, going to be that 44 of Zack Nichols. And I said those throwbacks are going to hit tonight, Chris. They're hitting. He's going to sit on the pole. Frankie Barroso, P2 here tonight. All those yellow banners, playoff drivers here in this field. The P3 spot going to go to the 8 of Alex Huffman in that old school diecast. Beautiful throwback to that good wrench car. As the J.D. McDuffie throwback of Michael Sturgill Jr. going to start in that 4th position. P5 are going to go to Mikey Neal Jr. in that 25 machine with Wyatt Brackett. Starting in 6th, Doug Newbigging going to start P7 here tonight. Lucky number 7 for that 7 with Brandon Holder is going to be starting in P8. Looks like they might be swapping positions. P8. And then Gabriel Ellison 9th. We're going to see Justin Winter starting in P10 here. David Farmer going to be starting 11th with Matt Grenier in that 15th spot. Then we're going to see, or 12th, excuse me, I don't know why I said 15th. Maybe it's car number. Then P13, we're going to see Jimmy Allen in that 16 machine. Goodness gracious, why am I getting the numbers and positions mixed up? Scott's Fritz going to be starting P14 here in that Speedworks machine. Then we're going to see Morgen Baird in that P15 spot. Nice looking car he's got with Austin Allen in that 16th position. Adam Lancaster going to be starting in that 17th position. David Sheets 18th with Brian Terry rounding out your field. And Mo Abbott start on track. Disconnected due to incoming packet loss. No. Green flags out though. Zack Nichols, Frankie Barroso going to bring the field to green. Looks like Alex Huffman's going to jump up to the inside with Frankie Barroso there, Chris.
Everything looks a little crazy back there in the back. Everybody looks like they're going to get it single filed out. Though. You see Jimmy Allen down there all the way on the bottom of the apron. Looks like he might have had a little bit of an issue. The 21 of Morgen Baird tucking up behind that non-adjusting Winters. We'll see everybody. Looks like they're just going to try to get it as straight as they can. We do know you don't want to go too wide into these corners. So let's see how these boys get it settled out right now. Alex Huffman, though, has fallen himself into that second position. You see the 12 of Frankie Barroso, who had a really good qualify up in that third spot. He fell back to that second spot on that start. But man, we are racing right now, just like Aaron Griffith said, we are racing. So right now you see everybody just pretty much single filing it out. Wyatt Brackett riding the lowest lane. Whoa, looks like Gabriel Ellison getting a little help from David Farmer back there. But he looks like he's going to get it straightened out. Looks like David Farmer did get into the back of the 77, just ever so slightly. Got him a little sideways, but did not get him completely sideways. Zack Nichols with the fastest lap that time around. Man, these guys are really getting to it right now.
They are indeed. Looks like that 70 Michael Circle Jr. starting to put some pressure on Frankie Barroso, Mikey Neal Jr., Brandon Holder. Our single file back there. Lap 3. The intensity already cranked up as it looks like a little bit of a early break from the 70, just not wanting to get too hard into the corner. As you're seeing them stack up here, Zack Nichols, though, not really pulling too far away. Alex Huffman's fastest lap that last time by.
Yeah, Alex Huffman's really keeping the pace up there with the 44 Zack Nichols. So we'll see if Alex Huffman, you know, he was last season's Cup champion. As we're talking about him getting loose coming out of the corner, he's going to keep it under control, though. Man, woo, you definitely know that 8 machine was not wanting that to happen that early. That's going to start wearing that right rear out just a little bit. He's going to have to really get a little bit of composure underneath.
There's Mo Abbott.
Mo Abbott back out on the track. He should be, I want to say, 2 laps down right now. We'll go over
he's
here.
like 5 laps down.
He's 6 laps down.
Oh, whoa, Frankie! Whoa, Frankie! Save her. Get back on it. He's good. Whoa. That was a moment right there through 3 and 4.
Yeah,
this is one of those tracks you do not want to lose it. And man, I think he has no damage, Chris. Maybe a little bit of right front.
Yeah, Frankie Barroso definitely got lucky with that. You saw him get a little loose, but it does look like he's going to come out maybe unscathed. Might have a little front-end damage. Does look like he does have a little bit of a crinkle on that front right.
You see right there on the flap on the hood, a little bit of dent right there. And you can see right there the fender's misaligned just a little bit to the hood. So looks like he might have taken a little bit of a shot to the front end of something. Probably like he's doing now, getting up there on that wall almost. You're seeing all these Cup boys really extend out there. They're licking it, shipping it, and they're sending it, bro. These guys are riding that wall. That's what you like to see, that outside lane. I was talking about that in the truck race, you know, earlier this week. You get those left sides up on that groove. You just ride that wall. You're really seeing it come to life here tonight. Zack Nichols, man, here at lap 8, already a second and 2/10 out.
And we'll see how close he gets up there. Doesn't look like he's really pushing the issue up onto turn 2 and 3, or turns 1 and 2, excuse me. Coming down the backstretch, and see how he gets into this corner here. See how close he gets up to that wall. Doesn't look like he's really pushing the issue too far right now. Doesn't want to get up there and tag that wall, but it does look like Alex Huffman's starting to have a little bit of issue. See the 70 of Michael Sturgill, looks like he's starting to come alive. Going too wide here in the corner. This could be dangerous. Who's going to back out first? Doesn't look like nobody backed out. Man, the 8 of Alex Huffman said, if you're going to stick it on the inside, I'm going to make you work for it.
That's exactly what you got to do here at a track like Darlington. You don't got no room to go moving around. Once you put that race car there, you boys better figure it out by the end of the exit of the corner. or you're just both going to be caught up in a wreck. And that's Darlington, South Carolina, baby. It's too tough to tame for a reason. And like Chris said last night, they don't call it the Lady in Black for no reason. This track will reach out and grab you. And you're seeing those drivers really test their limits already here at lap 10. You'll see them backing off, though. Get back to digging. That's what I love to see here at Darlington. Just that early temptation to want to make the pass. Looks like Mikey Neal Jr. now going to come to the inside. Chris, don't mean to cut you off. Yeah, he peeked to the inside of that J.D. McDuffie throwback as Mikey Neal Jr. going to be the inside. We see the 31 into the wall a little bit. He is going to make this pass stick. The 70 should have a big drive out, but it says the 70 on the radio. You can go ahead, Mikey, I think. I want to say that's what I got through, and it looks like he is letting him through, yeah.
Yeah, so like we were saying last night, a lot of these drivers maybe not wanting to sit up in the lead, and you know, if you have a driver that's running a lot faster than you, you don't want to get, you don't want to really get pushed into the corner. You don't want to, really get out of your pace. You want to keep the driver behind you. Of course, you don't want drivers to get around you, but at the same time, you also don't want to get into a situation where the driver behind you is, a lot faster than you, and you end up causing an issue because, you're not wanting to drive as hard as that driver behind you. As we say that, Frankie Barroso up into the wall. Saw a big tag going there into turn 1. Doesn't look like he's got any right side damage, Mike. Doesn't look like he took any damage there, but he did hit the wall going into turn 1. Like we were saying, it's just one of those things where you don't really want to set anybody, you don't want to mess anybody up. You just kind of want to, cruise and set your own pace. So that's why you saw Michael Sturgill just go ahead and get out of the way, let Mikey Neal go by. It's one of those things where maybe the 70's just wanting to kind of cruise, not run his equipment into the ground, and really keep it, underneath him. Maybe Mikey Neal's just a little faster. Don't know. It's just one of those things. These drivers really, everybody's different. Whoa, you see Alex Huffman getting up in the wall just a little bit. Getting that Darlington stripe just a little early.
Yeah, man, we're seeing some very single file racing right here. Morgen Baird, like I said lackluster qualifying, man. What was I talking about? This guy is absolutely insane. Every week he comes out here and, with the no chance guys, works his way through the field. As I say that, that's just the commentator's curse. He just did that to show you guys what he's made of. He just want to go up there and tag the wall and say, hey, talk about that Darlington stripe, baby. That 21 man running a good race so far. 6 positions. He's one of those guys that knows how to get it done. Morgen Baird is a very, very talented driver, very composed, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see another strong finish from that 21 machine tonight.
Yes, right now Zack Nichols about 2 6/10 off of Alex Huffman. So as you were saying, Josh, wasn't really running off with the lead. Now you see he's really starting to run off with the lead going into turn 1 as Alex Huffman's just now hitting it. So Alex Huffman, though, he's found that pace that he's really got, he's comfortable. Mikey Neal's not too close to him right now. We saw Sturgill fall back just a little bit. Brandon Holder looks like he's going to be working that inside now. Does he want to take it turn 2, or, 2 wide into turn 3? He does. Whoa, Sturgill up into the wall just a little bit, but he's going to get back out of it. Brandon Holder just going to go ahead and go around. That's something I would do if I was just having a little bit of issue. I'd go ahead and let everybody go around. I mean, I'm not gonna fight anybody for a position. This early on in the race, there is still a long race ahead of us. Almost, 60. Let's see, 160. We'll just say 160 plus laps left. So you really want to keep the car underneath you and want to keep it as clean as you can.
It looks like Alex Huffman is getting a pass by Mikey Neal Jr. right here. He is going to stick it in there to P2. We'll watch this pass here as it gets set up here out of turn 3. As he gets inside right there into the entry of 4. And through 4 and out of the exit. He's just going to get a better run. It looks like Huffman might have gotten up in the wall earlier prior to that. He's got some right front fender damage big time now. We know he did pancake the wall earlier. Ooh, he might be getting loose here. It is getting in that tire fall-off area, Chris. Lap 18.
Yeah, this is where it's getting. Like we said, it's about 20 laps into the race is whenever you're going to start seeing the tire fall off. We're going to ride on board here with Alex Huffman, Contender Performance on board cam. See right now, he's just going to be trying to hang on to what little bit position he can. You see Mikey Neal, he's kind of got a little bit of a better lead, you know, into the corner. But like you said, Alex Huffman just getting up into the corner of the wall just a little, you know, just a little bit there. But he's still got the, you know, he's still got a long race in front of him. He's going to be able to get, you know, he's going to be able to get a little bit of repair on that car. As you see on that hood, just a little bit of a crinkle, a little more than Frankie Barroso had. So definitely got a little bit of damage there for Alex Huffman, but he is still hanging on to it.
Yeah, he's hanging on to it, but he's got Brandon Holder starting to catch him. Looks like Sturgill and Barroso have fallen off a little bit from him. Gabriel Ellison's kind of in like this awkward little bubble of his own right there. He's about a second and a half back from Frankie and then about 2 seconds ahead of Doug, so he's in his own little clean air bubble, but he's going to catch those guys in front of him if they continue to race. You see that 7 of Doug Newbigging, his teammate, right behind him in 8. Those two always have very nice schemes. As you see the 7 there, and that's going to be Adam Lancaster behind him in 9th, who started in that 19th spot. He's had a good opening succession here, 21 laps, and he's already made his way up into 9th, and he is in the playoffs, just doesn't have the banner on. I'm sure a lot of these guys will get the Strick, Stern, Jason Collins, you know, the hammer down, and he's going to tell them, hey, get those banners on those cars. Pretty sure we'll see a lot more of those banners next week. But Justin Winters, he's kind of hanging out back here, kind of just, you know, probably biding his time. Justin's been here before, and, you know, he probably wants to just take this with stride, or take this with ease, you know. Last season, we saw a lot more aggressive Justin Winters driving, Chris. I think you could agree with that. That we saw Justin really, it felt like every race he was racing, you know, because he knew he could do it. It just seemed like, not 13 of, oh, that's 13 of Brian Terry. Thought we might have saw someone getting loose there, but, you know, it just seemed like Justin was driving, I guess you could say, faster than what the race car wanted to go sometimes. I mean, the man was willing to think. He had some really good finishes. He picked up, what, 1 win, 2 wins last season?
I want to say it
was 2.
I think it was
2.
wins.
So, you know, it's like he's a very solid driver, man. He knows how to get it done, and it's just one of those things of he's probably just hanging out right now. What I'm originally trying to get at is last season he drove head over heels at some tracks and got himself into some situations. I think that's why we've seen this Justin Winters hang out towards the back, and he's had some very good opportunities for some really good runs this season. It hasn't all came together as we see a battle for that 5th and 6th position. Frankie to the inside. Like I said, we'd see Gabriel pull up. He does. A little bit of a slide job. He's going to clear. And that's going to be 5th go into Frankie Barroso. But you're going to see a lot of these guys here that you expect to see up there towards the front. I mean, Wyatt Brackett, another one of those drivers that I expected to possibly see kind of running up here towards the front after he picked up a win. You know, he's looked very solid all season as well. So it's just a lot of these drivers using their experience, letting the cooler heads prevail, and just racing it out until it means it, you know, when the race really starts.
Yeah, lap
like
40.
lap 170.
Yeah, lap 40 will be the first stage break. So we'll see if Zack Nichols has what it takes to hold off this 3-second lead between him and Mikey Neal. We know Zack Nichols is one of those drivers that you can give him a lawnmower with a, you know, with a little 50cc engine in it, and he's going to go out and figure out a way to win against these guys. I mean, it's just one of those things. You know, he is pretty much a real will man behind the wheel. So, you know, Zack Nichols really showing you that he knows how to get it done. Like we said, 3-second gap between Mikey Neal. Also another driver that has really gotten to the mess a little bit, you know, this season, but really showing you that he's got the pace to keep up with everybody, which he's only got a, you know, 2 8/10 gap now to Zack Nichols. So maybe Zack Nichols is going to go on a little bit of a cruise, but Alex Huffman still about 1 second and 7/10 back from him. So don't count Alex Huffman out, even though he's got that right side damage. Still having to hold on to that race car is that 8 machine, the 31 of Brandon Holder. Looks like he's starting to close the gap up to that 3rd place position. And then Frankie Barroso, as you saw him earlier, have a couple of incidents getting into the wall and getting a little shaky back there. He's now worked his way back up into that 5th spot. And then you see Gabriel Ellison, who just got around his teammate of Michael Sturgill. It looks like Sturgill having a little bit of issues in that race car, maybe having a little bit of loose bug. We do know these cars are really can be really finicky when it comes on this track. You know, you have to hit a specific line, and if you don't hit that specific line, it can really make or break your race. Adam Lancaster, though, up 11 positions. So that 88 doing a good job moving his way up into that 8th spot. Jimmy Allen up 4 positions, who I want to say, won a stage last week at Talladega. And it's good to see Jimmy Allen really showing the pace here later on. You know, he really was a really good driver last season. You see, it looks like he's going to go ahead and pull it down pit lane. So it looks like Brandon Holder also blinking maybe a little bit. Yeah, it looks like Brandon Holder blinking just a little bit. I thought maybe he was coming down pit lane as well. But it looks like Scott Fritz, Jimmy Allen, both coming down pit lane.
Chris, I got to say, one driver that I think is very underrated right now, doesn't get enough credit, is that 25 of Mikey Neal Jr. I mean, he has done an excellent job all season. That Ohio State machine is, just he's been biding his time, just waiting for his opportunity. I mean, week in and week out, like you say, Chris, he always seems to be running up there. At some point, Mikey Neal's making a run, not always for the lead, but sometimes third, second. I mean, he's just always finding speed when others can, it seems like. And I think Mikey Neal is very underrated, and one of those drivers that if he doesn't got a lot of fans out there, and you don't got a driver that you don't want to pick yet, go for that 25, man. He's a very solid driver. I think he deserves a lot of credit, and he's put on a very well show for all his fans this season. And like I said, just my hats off to the 25 for the excellent regular season they had. He's looked very solid here tonight, and he's going to be coming down pit road here as well as the 44. Sounds like Frankie Barroso as well. But, Chris, did you not notice Gabriel, Matt, Grenier, Morgen Baird, David Farmer, Wyatt Brackett, and Austin Allen all did come down pit road while I was rambling? So
yes, they
do
did.
Apologize about missing that.
Yeah, I was going to say the only thing that I have to say about Mikey Neal that's bad, and I'm just kidding about this, is he's an Ohio State fan. Oh, man. Roll Tide, buddy. I'm just kidding, man. I'm just picking at you. Just picking at you, Mikey Neal. But, man, like you were saying, Josh, really underrated driver this season. Really showing a lot of speed here at the end of the season. So it's good to see Mikey Neal really showing you that, he's one of those drivers that we got to watch out for. Zack Nichols, though, pulling into his pit stall right now. Looks like the 21 of Morgen Baird on his way out right now. He's currently just got his lap back. So Zack Nichols on his way out. 7 laps to the good here. 7 laps to the good, though, for this stage break. I see, so we got a lot of drivers, though, already on their way out right now. Doug Newbigging also on his way out. Justin Winters on his way out.
A lot of people took fuel only there. We did see some drivers take tires, but a lot of fuel only. So we'll see some guys probably here at the stage, not pit, and they're going to hop to the lead. And so about four drivers, I'd say, maybe. Right now, it's 7 to go to your stage break.
We're going to go ahead and
Alex
go over.
Huffman's, sorry, Chris. Alex Huffman's still doing a good job right now.
Yeah, still holding on to that position. Like you said, came down, got fuel only. So we're going to see if Alex Huffman is going to be able to hold on to those tires. We know he had a little bit of loose bug, coming out of turn 4. But like we were saying, Josh, you're going to go ahead and head over to the YouTube chat, because Facebook is not really too alive here tonight, but the YouTube is. I see Nate Messner saying, if we come and if it ain't first, you last. 21 got a fast car, absolutely insane. Yeah, man, that 21, like we were saying, one of those drivers that in the early season, had a little bit of issues with the mess, as we like to call it. Just getting caught up in the wrecks. Just having that bad luck bug, come up on and bite you in the rear end. But definitely Morgen Baird on a fast run here. Man, you see he has a really big run there on David Farmer. I want to say he was one of the drivers that did get tires on his pit stop. So he's definitely going a little faster than everybody, trying to make up as much time as he can before we get to that stage break. I see Aaron Griffin saying, yee, good to have you, man. Invested Brand saying, let's go Winners. Winners right now currently sitting in that 15th spot. Like Josh said, just biding his time, not really doing too much. We've just got a long race in front of us, so it's really one of those things where you just kind of cruise right now. But also, Sarah May saying, come on, son. Justin, number 9. And then Rylan Greer saying, let's go, Grenier. Good to have you, Rylan.
Team 207. What's up, Rylan?
Also see Twitty Racing earlier. I missed it. saying, let's go, boys, send it till you bend it. And then Brandon Miles also saying, get it, Jim. So it looks like right now, going into the stage break, it looks like Zack Nichols is going to walk away with the Blanchard Towing Stage 1 win, but we'll see if anything happens. He is coming up on lap traffic, so this could, this could just be where somebody spins and has an issue. You see Brian Terry going to go ahead and pull it down to the bottom of the track, let that leader go ahead and get around. Whoa, as I was saying it, the 44 getting sideways. That's what we were talking about.
He's going to keep digging here, though. Pit road is closed, 2 laps to the stage. It looks like there was smoke in the turn right there.
It did look like there was smoke in the turn. I saw that. Doesn't look like any cars are around, though.
Man, Fritz went below the white right there.
Yeah, Scott Fritz having to get around that 7. Doug Newbigging, though, but it looks like Doug Newbigging going to have the better run out of the corner. But look at that. Scott Fritz setting up that pass. Whoa, leaning down in there. Looks like the 7 getting out of it.
What a send out of the corner from the 1, man.
Scott Fritz,
oh,
big
the 21 out of nowhere. He's on tires, isn't he?
Yeah, better tires.
Not.
Yeah, he's got new tires.
Stage. What happened?
Yeah, Zack Nichols.
Thought it was at the end of 40.
Yeah, so Zack Nichols is going to be your stage 1 winner. So see that 44 in that beautiful Kyle Petty throwback. I told him in the chat, or in PM earlier, he was like, you like my paint scheme? And I was like, man, you're the 44. If you don't run a Kyle Petty scheme, that's just a sin. Like, that's law. You have to run a Kyle Petty throwback at that point.
Okay, I think I found out what happened. I think it was because where he was on the track and where we were watching Scott and them, it was showing them on a different lap. It was really at the end of lap 40 for... Right? I don't know.
Not sure, but
coming down pit road. That's
Ryan
all that matters.
saying someone got trigger happy on the caution. Might have thrown it a lap early. Don't know.
Yeah, I heard Jason say that was my bad. I was trying to make out what he was saying. Had you still talking in the headset, and as soon as I deafened the chorus, he got quiet.
My bad. Sorry about that. Yeah, we also see Landon Condra on the YouTube chat saying, let's go Gabe 77.
Yeah, no, Jason just told me he fat-fingered. He definitely,
he fat-fingered. Whoa, look at that, Josh. Jimmy Allen out of the pits.
He didn't even do anything. He must have just drove down and then realized, hey, I guess I'm just going to go out. Zack Nichols going to come out in first, technically out of the pits? No, I guess since that's not technically no, because Jimmy Allen came down pits. Either way, still your stage winner here for your Blanchard's Towing Stage win. It will be that number 44 Toyota of Zack Nichols. We'll have a word with him here in just 1 second. He's caught up with the pace card and everything, correct? At least he's about to be, right? Yeah. All right. So we're going to go ahead and bring up that 44 and have a word with him. Zack Nichols, Chris, and Josh up here in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yep.
Oh, man. There you go right there. That stage 1 win. You pick up the Blanchard's Towing stage 1 win. And Zack, very dominant fashion. You know, we saw you guys take fuel only there, go to get out fast. Then we saw the tires here, but you know, you guys are looking very solid here. You got a good group of guys behind you here on the restarts. Are you thinking you're going to try to get yourself back out here to a little bit of gap on this restart? And man, how are you going to process this second stage?
Yeah, we started off really fast and it was kind of crazy, but later in the run, then I started seeing Mikey Neal start inching closer and closer. So he's really good on the long run. So got to look out for him. But yeah, we just hoping to repeat what we just did in stage 1.
Yeah, you guys have looked very solid here tonight. A very beautiful race car out there tonight, man. Those the schemes have been coming good in those Toyotas. And Zack, again, congratulations on the stage 1 win, man. We'll let you get back down here to your team, and hopefully we'll be having a word with you here in a little bit, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, buddy. All right, and that was that 44 of Zack Nichols. Probably because he's on the outside lane. He's
Yeah,
actually
looks like
later.
Jimmy Allen came down pit lane again.
He did.
Might have missed
I wonder
his
if he
pit
missed
stall.
a pit stall.
I wonder if
Yeah,
he missed
I
his
didn't even
pit
think
stall.
about that.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. How are we so bad at this? After watching so many races, all this information we've soaked in, we're still this bad sometimes. The fans are over there putting it together. You know, it's like we're like what it is. We're like Wheel of Fortune. You've already figured it out, but the contestants are just really dumb, and then it hits them about 20 minutes later what they're trying to spell, and you've already walked away from the TV. So yeah, sorry. Either way, while we got the cars stacked up, we're gonna get those volumes cranked up. These drivers are gonna get those belts tightened up, and we are gonna throw you to an LNS Customs loud pedal. So get those volumes cranked up and get the full screens going. As Zack Nichols gets the field back to green, we're going to see you in a moment. So we will be right back with this loud pedal brought to you by LNS Customs. We bring you back here after a little bit of a moment right there. We saw some beautiful shots, but it looks like somebody took a shot that they didn't want. 16 and the 7. We'll see what happens here. Oh, yeah, the 7 drove up just a little bit on him. I mean, I heard Jimmy say, I'm sorry, but I really don't know what... Oh, Scott Fritz! Did he hit the wall? Please tell me Scott didn't hit anything. Man, if he just saved that race car, he deserves a medal. If they don't have one, make one. Whew. Nice save. Maybe not as crazy as I thought it was. I thought he was maybe closer to that inside wall, but still, we'll watch it from Morgen Baird's point of view. Yeah, just a 7 kind of drives him up the track a little bit. Man. Scott Fritz went past there sideways. But that is going to bring our first accident caution of the night here. As you're going to see the 16 and the 7.
I mean, honestly, he still looks good, Josh, even with that little bit of damage.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't really have too much, further incidents. As you see him pull into his pit stall, you see the 25 and the 31 get out. Even got the Ohio State uniforms as his pit guys. Mikey Neal's a diehard fan, man. Love college football. You gotta love it. That's what you love about it, man. All right, and while we've got just a moment here, you're filled under the first incident caution of the night. We are going to take one moment to take a word from our sponsor. So we are going to throw you to a side-by-side here, brought to you by L&S Customs. And we're going to get a word from our sponsor. So we'll be back with you in just one moment.
And we welcome you back from that L&S Custom side-by-side. As I see a couple of people in the YouTube chat saying, what a move by Bard. Yeah, man, that was definitely a crazy move. Nate Messner saying, when you have cat-like reflexes, you can scoot around them, boys. Yeah, definitely getting around them. Sean Allen Racing said, Allen boys know how to put on a show. Man, thanks for everybody being on that YouTube and that Facebook. I see Robert Richards saying, I hate this place in the Facebook chat. After last night, Robert, I can definitely understand it, man. Darlington is definitely one of those tracks that I love it, but I hate it at the same time. But the pace car is off. 44 Zack Nichols going to be bringing the field back to the restart. See, he gets off to a good jump. Zack Nichols off to a really good jump. Alex Huffman a little bit further back. But the 77 of Gabriel Ellison moved his way up 6 positions now. That 77 up in 3rd position. You see Matt Grenier moved his way up 8 positions. So that 15 also on a move. But look at that, Josh. The 70 of Michael Sturgill. Looks like he might be, it looks like he might be making a move on that inside. But decided against it. You also see the 16 of Jimmy Allen. Looks like he's making a move. Looks like he's getting that car dialed in. But whoa, getting a little tight. That 16 having to tuck back in behind the 12 of Frankie Barroso. You see everybody just trying to make a move. But this is a track that you don't see a lot of passing in. It's one of those tracks that you really have to, as we heard early on in the truck series, a lot of the truck guys saying you just really have to pick and choose when you have to make that pass. And the front straightaway is pretty much where you have to do it at. Front or back straightaway. But you see Alex Huffman looks like he's got a really nasty run onto the back bumper of the 44. I want to say Zack Nichols accidentally posted his tires into chat, and he's got his front right tire is definitely a little low. So he's gonna have to go on a little bit of conserve right now after that little bit of a pit cycle that we had, and now he's got that 8 of Alex Huffman all over that back bumper. Go back here. You see Jimmy Allen making a move on
I
that
think
12.
he posted his ones from the first stint.
Maybe that's what it was. But look at that. Josh Sturgill on the inside, or the outside of the 15. 15 of Matt Grenier had to get out of the gas. It's going to open up the door for Jimmy Allen now. Jimmy Allen's got a really mean run up to the back bumper of that 15.
Seeing some good single file action right here. See if they'll start dicing it up.
As I was going to say, it looked like that 15 was making a move onto the inside, but he decided to go against it. But like you were saying, Josh, everybody just pretty much single file racing right now. We've still got a long way to go, 130 laps to the good. So you're definitely going to have to just, you know, be patient. Big drive in there from Matt Grenier. Man, look at that big drive in. 15 on the inside of the 70. Oh, look at that.
The 16.
Jimmy Allen, big drive in. Oh, my goodness.
They just freight trained that 15. He must have got a bad drive out of the corner.
Yeah,
even the 21's going to come up and pass him.
21 also going to pass him. Yeah, the 15 might have just had a really, really bad corner exit. He's definitely having some issue in that machine right now.
Here comes the 88 and the 9. Justin Winters starting to get on the gas pedal. David Farmer, big drive in.
You know, Justin Winters.
To make it stick.
Oh, Justin Winters, he's a little loose back there. You see him getting a little wishy-washy back there with that 94 on that inside, but definitely running a train was those drivers. But it looks like everybody's got it singled out now. Look at that, Josh. The 8 of Alex Huffman a little loose. The 77 starting to tuck up to that back bumper. Big drive in there from the 8 of Alex Huffman.
Let's look at this lap time here from Zack Nichols. As they cross the line here. Yeah, he's saving. I knew it. They must all be saving, right? He's just backing him up in the corner. He might get past here. Don't be surprised if Zack Nichols gets past.
Well, it's one of those things, Josh, like we saw last night. You know, a lot of the drivers just really letting that, like we were saying earlier, you know, you don't want to, you know, if you've got a car that's faster behind you, you want to let them get up in front of you. You want to let them get up there and mess their equipment up. And then you can, you know, like I always used to say, I never really qualified that good. I never really, was, the fastest race car driver whenever I did my league races. But most of the time I would start 10th, 11th, 15th, somewhere in there. And then 20, 25 laps into it, once everybody, got up there, started running all their equipment into the ground, I started blowing past everybody. And then before you know it, lap 30, I'm in second place, chasing down the leaders. So it's one of those things where maybe the 44 is like you said, backing his equipment up. Maybe, the 8 of Alex Huffman will get around him. But it's just wondering how much of a strategy play it is from that 44. He's definitely, we know the 44 has the pace underneath him. It's just going to have to, see how that's going to play out here in the long run. Yeah, it's Morgan. Whoa. I was going to say, whoa, it looks like maybe, was that got out of line there. I want to say maybe it was David Farmer that got out of line, but somebody definitely got out of line. But right now, Morgen Baird really showing a good pace. Moved himself up 8 positions. We saw him really riding around in the back of the field, but now he's moved his way up into that 7th position. So, man, Morgen Baird doing a really good job moving his way through the field. I was going to say, Nate Messer saying, choo-choo, Bard is the caboose waiting to come loose. I do hear that, Nate, man. He is definitely on a move right now. And then Brandon Miles saying, top 5, keep it up, Jimbo. See, Jimmy Allen right now, looks like he's losing a little bit of pace to that 70 of Michael Sturgill now. But like we were saying, maybe Zack Nichols just on a conserve line right now. It does look like he's not got that lead. Whoa, a little bit of a loose bug there. You saw him having to get on that wheel just a little harder than he wanted to. Right now, Zack Nichols is really feeling comfortable behind that wheel. See, he's still got Alex Huffman, though, in that rear view. So definitely going to have to set himself up into a pace if he wants to get away from this 8. now the gap between Sturgill and Jimmy Allen is now about 2/10 of a gap, 2/10 of a second. So, whoa, look at that. Maybe Jimmy Allen having a little bit of an issue. Man, Frankie Barroso got a massive run. Look at that, the 21 on the outside. Morgen Baird might be getting loose. Oh, he's able to save it. He's going to tuck back in behind the 88 of Alex. Whoa, Adam Lancaster the wall.
Whoa,
21 into.
whoa!
Oh,
no.
Justin Winters into it. 25 in it, 7 in it, 27 in it. Man, big hit, massive wreck. Oh, man, it looks like the 9 of Justin Winters is blown up. Just do apologize if you hear the dogs barking in the background. I think somebody is here. So if you do hear a bark.
Or they're just getting hyped up with us,
yeah, or the dogs are getting hyped up with us. We'll go back on here, see what happens.
Let's say this, because they're both disagreeing with each other on who's right and who's wrong. So I want to see it for myself. We'll see what happened here. Ooh. I think the 88 might have drove it up into the corner too hard. Everybody knows at Darlington, you got to maybe not. You don't have to have as respect for anyone really on the track. I mean, it just looks like he got a little bit too hard into the corner. I don't think he meant to do it, but everybody knows here at Darlington, when you're going to take it too wide, you got to make it work. And the 88 punted him in a little bit, gets him up the track. 21's, like you said, saving it. And he's going to show his displeasure right back, Chris. You know how these race car drivers are. And he's going to come right back at him. He's going to give him a pop right here, and it's just going to get both of them in a swarm of a mess. And unfortunate for both of them. I mean, really, you could have just chalked that up to short track racing, man. That's just Darlington. But at the end of the day, I mean...
Big hit from Justin Winters.
Yeah.
You see the 25, nowhere to go.
No, I didn't even notice he was in it. Oh, man.
21 flipping. The 7 of Doug Newbigging involved in it. I want to say the 10 of Wyatt Brackett.
And playoff drivers, man. The 9 of Justin Winters.
31. Brandon
Austin.
Horner looks like he got it slowed down.
Austin Allen was probably scared for his life right there. And I'm not going to say, I mean, if anybody thinks was saying that the drive-in from Lancaster there was anything, it wasn't bad or anything. I'm not saying he was anything at fault there. It was just, that short track racing, like Joey Logano says it, That's just what happens at a track like Darlington. You get a little over ambitious, you want to make a move, you get up on the inside of somebody, and then you don't give or leave as much room as you possibly should, or you get tight yourself by taking a line just a little weird or get a little short on entry. I mean, it all happens. It's all racing. These things happen. I mean, and you hate to see it, man. You wish they would, you wish, you just don't see that bump back or you don't see the bump in, but either way, those things happen, and that's what you love. I ain't mad about it. We got to see some wrecked race cars here at Darlington, and maybe not the wrecked race cars we all wanted to see, but somebody's got to do it, right?
Yeah, right now it looks like in the YouTube chat, Bryce Hunter saying, I tuned in at the wrong time. Wow.
At the wrong time.
And Sean Allen saying, boom. Sarah May saying, man, oh, man. Aaron Griffin saying, that's racing, baby. Nate Messer saying 21 got Newman. Bryce Hunter saying both 9 cars in Xfinity and Cup having bad luck. That is true. That is true. And then Sarah May, so much for the playoff. Well, we still got next week. Still got next week, Sarah.
Yeah, unless Justin's already had that conversation with her, telling her, I ain't feeling the road course. But I have faith, man. I have faith in all of our drivers here. Just takes determination, man.
Yeah, like we said, still in it, still got a race next week, and like we said, unless he said, Watkins Glen is not his cup of tea, then man, that's definitely gonna sting. But like we said, still got next week. Don't count them out. I've definitely been on the outside looking in. You know, I've thought, okay, you know, been in a race, was like, oh, I'm 2 laps down, I'm done, not gonna be able to, you know, not gonna be able to get back into it. And then, you know, the next thing I know, I'm in 3rd place, you know, battling for the win. So one of those things, you just got to be careful. But, you know, I see you just said, that's right, my bad. Like I said, don't worry about it. Still got next week.
Green flag's back out.
Wonder if Robert Richards was also talking about Watkins Glen. What did I say?
He said Robert Richards.
Oh, I apologize.
It was just funny. I don't think it was as bad as I made it sound out, but it was funny. I heard it.
Right now, everybody just kind of trying to...
It's Huffy. Huffy's going for the lead.
Huffy on the inside. Let's see if he's going to make a pass. Doesn't look like he's going to make a stick.
Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Settle it out.
Next stage
Oh,
break.
come on. Come on. Get her under control. Let's just settle it down, boys. I know we want to race out there, but we still got a long way ahead.
Next stage break going to be in 17 laps, 16 once they come around this time. Whoa, the 44 a little loose.
Zach loose. Here comes the 8. Come on, man. Somebody's got to give here. Somebody's got to give. It's going to be the 44.
Yeah, the 44 is Zack Nichols. He's going to go ahead and give up that lead. He's pretty much been in the lead the whole race. Actually been in the lead the whole race. Look at that, the 77 of Gabriel Ellison. Maybe the 44 having a bad time. He's getting freight trained right now. Now Frankie Barroso.
He is on old tires still.
Frankie Barroso making a move on the inside.
He is still on old tires, right? No, he pitted on lap 68. No, everybody did pit. He stayed on tires from lap 41. You're right.
Yeah, he only.
I say you're right, like I'm talking to myself in the mirror, but you know what I mean.
He only looks like he only took fuel.
Yeah, that's why we're seeing him fall apart right here.
So Alex Huffman on a really good run right now. Got that 77 to Gabriel Ellison, who had a win last. Whoa, little loose.
And all I'm saying, Chris, is Huffman Nation on your feet, because the 8 is in the lead. Your reigning Cup Series champion, as he is looking to extend his round 16 playoffs. He wants to keep going. That old school diecast throwback number 8, looking very nice here tonight. He's got himself up in the lead, as Gabriel Ellison about 3/10 back. We'll see if that 77 has got anything to say about this 8 leading here. Right now, it's all Alex Huffman at lap 77.
Yeah, but, you know, the 77 to Gabriel Ellison, he got that one win last week at Talladega, and now he's like, all right, I can do this. I've got it now. So, you know, it's always one of those things. You see one of these drivers start to, you know, get a win or something, and then the next thing you know, they just have a head of momentum. So you see Gabriel Ellison doing a really good job trying to hold on, you know, to that. Whoa, look at that. Brandon Holder. Whoa, big stack up here in turn 3.
Yeah, this is getting Zach in a lot of trouble, these old tires, man.
Yeah, this was a bad call. He's going to have to try to hold off for the next 12 laps. See if he can hang on to what he's got, or if he might come down pit lane before that stage break.
But that's going to give him an extra set of tires at the end of the race.
Yeah, we know Jason likes to set these races up to basically maximize fuel strategy. He wants to try to make it to where you have to win on fuel strategy. So right now, you see Brandon Holder got around Zack Nichols. Zack Nichols really losing all of the pace. He's already fallen all the way back to 8th position. So right now, Alex Huffman, Gabriel Ellison starting to run off with this race. You see Brandon Holder about 3 seconds back from the leader of Alex Huffman, and then he's got Michael Sturgill right behind him. Frankie Barroso, who's also, I want to say, got a podium last week here or at Talladega. So, you know, also showing you, man, he's got a lot of speed in that number 12 machine. Whoa, a little loose coming out of the corner, but he looks like he might. Yeah, he's going to tuck back in. You saw the 12 getting a little loose. Going to go back on board here with your leader of Alex Huffman, though. You see Gabriel Ellison still hanging on to that back bumper. Alex Huffman, though, doing what he does best. Your reigning like Josh said, your reigning Cup Series champion right now, trying to get it done again. We've got 9 laps to the stage break. We'll see if he can hang on and take home that Blanchard Stage 2 win. Try to get him that point going into next week at Watkins Glen, so he doesn't have to really worry too much.
Yeah, I bet these boys want every single point they can get. That's probably why we've seen the racing we've seen so far, Chris. These boys have been putting it on the line here.
Whoa, Jimmy Allen into the wall.
Yeah, Jimmy Allen, another one of those drivers, man, that seems to still be on that slump that he hasn't been able to get out of. We know we haven't seen him as much in the sim, and that's unfortunate that we haven't got to, have the pleasure of having his presence on the track as much this season. But last season, man, that 16 for a while was tearing it up, and you know that, Chris. He was on a little bit of a streak there, and it's good to still see him out there. That's all that matters. I'm glad Jimmy Allen's out on the track, man. We're graced with the presence of the 16 these past couple race weekends and their weeks, I should say, and that's good enough. And hopefully Jimmy can get some more time in the sim. I'd love to see him make another run at the championship.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Jimmy Allen was one of those drivers last year. Like we were saying, he had that old Prime Star Ted Musgrave, throwback, or that old scheme, and that was what made me really fall in love with that 16 to Jimmy Allen. I love that paint scheme. I don't know what it is about that National Guard paint scheme, but it just looks, like I said, it reminds me of that old Prime Star. I know I'm showing my age there, but if anybody remembers Prime Star, back whenever it was satellite TV, and it was actually pretty awesome. But they used to run it in NASCAR, and it was something like that Jimmy Allen machine, and I used to love that paint scheme, and that was what made me fall in love with that 16. We're going to go back on board here. We see Alex Huffman now starting to slowly spread that gap between him and Gabriel Ellison. Looks like Brandon Holder starting to close the gap up to that 77 now. He's now got it under a 2 3/10 gap. Michael Sturgill about a half a second back from that 31, and then Frankie Barroso hanging on to that 5th spot. So right now, David Farmer in that 6th spot, Wyatt Brackett in 7th, Zack Nichols, who's had a lot of trouble with those older tires, is falling all the way back to 8. You see Scott Fritz is about 8 seconds back from Zack Nichols. So maybe Scott Fritz having a little bit of a not liking what's going on in that race car, but we saw having pretty much the hands of a ninja getting around those couple of wrecks that he missed.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. We've seen some pretty hands-on driving from some drivers tonight. We've seen a good bit of wall tapping too, but that's just it's with the territory of Darlington. But right now, almost a second gap. I say that Gabriel reeled him in about a 10th, but it looks like Alex Huffman still cruising right now, a little loose off corner, but he's gonna gather back up. 3 to go to the stage, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, like we were saying, Josh, with Scott Fritz, if I was having to carry around the brown pants that he was right now, I think I would be a little slower myself. But right now, Gabriel Ellison trying to make up as much time as he can. Like you said, we've only got 2 laps to that stage break. So we'll see if the 77 has what it takes to get back up there and battle with Alex Huffman. But it does look like Alex Huffman now got it about a second out on that 77. So it looks like Alex Huffman might walk away with that Blanchard's Towing Stage 2 win. Pits should already be closed. As we see right now,
They are.
Gabriel Ellison getting around that 3 of Mo Abhat, which unfortunately for Mo Abhat, man, having that disconnect before the race, that's really going to hurt him as as far as the points go. But gonna have to get out here and just do the best finish that he can.
Hey, he is going to score above a couple of the point scores with that big wreck we had on the backstretch.
He will.
So that's a positive for Mo. With
right.
all the adversity he had coming in tonight, he does have Doug, Justin, Morgan, Adam. Wait, is Morgan in the playoffs? Okay, you're gonna remember he doesn't have the banner, so it caught me off guard there. But Mikey's not even in the race anymore, man. So it's like Mo had a little bit of luck coming tonight. Caution again. Oh, wait, I forgot. That's the stage break. We just talked about when to go to the stage break.
So right now, Doug Newbigging, Justin Winters, Morgan Baird, Adam Lancaster, and Mikey Neal, all playoff drivers, all out of the race. So we've got 5 drivers already knocked out of this race.
5 drivers are going to have to pack it up, go home, and really think about next week. But Chris, thinking about next week, thinking about the end of this race here soon, that 8 of Alex Huffman going to pick up your Blanchard's Towing stage number 2 victory. And I love saying stage 2. You know why, Chris? That means no more stage racing. These boys got to get out there and manage now. That's what I love to see. I love me some stage racing, but I love seeing that non-stage racing, the fuel management, the tire management. These boys are really going to have to be on their game here. So this is about to be where the money comes out. These boys are going to have to go. These boys are going to have to go all out here. We're going to see some good racing. We're going to have a word with that Alex Huffman machine, though, after his pit stop cycle here, as usual. Trying to see if anybody's staying out. That's the 13 of Brian Terry on track. Whoa, Scott Fritz just beamed the barrels. Too fast, too furious style.
See who gets out of pit lane first. We know Zack Nichols is definitely loving the fact that he's able to come down and get new tires now.
Are we on the wrong pit lane camera? I'm looking at the back of pit lane 2 right now. I don't see pit lane exit at all. There we go. We'll just leave it on this. Okay. Alex Huffman out first, Chris. 44 probably took some damage repair there. He had a little bit of a long stop. No, he didn't have a long stop. He just came in later than everybody, because he was a little bit farther back. All right, well, gonna go ahead and bring up that 8 of Alex Huffman. Have a word with the Elite Motorsports number 8 and see what he's got to say after that stage 2 victory. Alex Huffman, Chris, and Josh up here in the booth. Do you have a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, Huffy, gotta say, looking very solid here tonight. You're running a consistent second, third up there through this, first part of the race at stage 1, and then stage 2, we saw a little bit of a caution there in the middle of it, and that mixed up some tire strategy there with Zack Nichols not taking tires. You were able to blow by him there after a little bit, and hey, you set yourself up in the lead, man, and you gave a good race there to Gabriel behind you. How does it feel picking up the stage 2 win there, man, and how's it going to manage going into this third stage with that 8 machine?
Hopefully he can pull the win off here, but I know Zach, being on equal tires, he'll come back up through here. He was obviously really fast at first stage, and it felt like I was finally able to start pulling away a bit from Gabriel there at the end of that stage, but I don't know if he was just saving, not tearing his stuff up since he had a pretty big gap back to Brandon, but hopefully I can bring it home in the top 3 at least.
Yeah, man. Well, Huffy, we know you're the reigning Cup Series champion in this league. You're looking very solid here tonight, and we're hoping to see some more of that from you. And hey, we'll get you back down here to your team, man, and wish you good luck and congratulations on that Blanchard Stowe stage 2 win.
Thank you.
Sorry about that. Couldn't find his channel. As that was Alex Huffman, your stage winner, and it looks like we should be going back to the green flag this time. Yep, Bo Abbat getting the wave around, pace lights off. Look at that cloud cover, Chris. Are they about to debut rain and iRacing?
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking, man. That cloud cover is crazy. Definitely something that we haven't seen a lot of these last couple of nights that we've called here at Darlington. You've definitely seen the sun shining over the Earnhardt Towers coming into turn 3, but man, it looks like the clouds pretty much covered up the sun. As you see, there is no sun coming down that backstretch.
No, I bet those drivers love it. Yeah.
They're loving it.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, Bluegrass faithful, as we get back to green flag racing here, we're going to take an opportunity to throw it to a loud pedal brought to you by L&S Customs. So get those volumes up, and we will take a moment to step away and throw you to an L&S Customs loud pedal. So enjoy these sights and sounds from the virtual Darlington Speedway. Whatever you want to call it. Well, did somebody cue the Jaws thing, Chris? Because Zack Nichols is on the hunt. Apex Predator #1, and he is rolling into turn. That Hot Wheels machine possibly looking to take the lead here. We saw dice up to 31 Brandon Holder very easily, as now he pulls up to that back bumper. He knows where to get a go-kart from. That's Kinder Performance Group. As he rolls up behind the 8, and there it is. Pass for the lead down the back straightaway.
Let's see who backs out first. Looks like Alex Huffman not going to really back out too hard.
Huffy going to come back hard at him right here.
Gonna try to get him loose out of the corner.
But you know Huffman, man, he's not going to race anybody dirty.
Yeah,
very solid racer.
Huffy's
He's going to race you hard. They all might beat and bang a little bit, but he ain't going to flat out wreck you. That's one thing about Alex Huffman, man, I got to say.
Yeah, Josh, you are correct. Alex Huffman, he's not a dirty driver, so definitely one of those drivers that has a lot of respect out on the track, and a lot of people respect him out on the track. But right now, Brandon Holder's starting to come into the picture, though. He's starting to poke his nose up here. Now Alex Huffman's going to be looking up in that rear view and seeing that 31 starting to creep up into it.
80 to go. So basically 2 40-lap stints right here. We'll definitely see 2 more pit stops, I would assume, right?
We should see at least, well, you know, 1. But if we have a caution, that could really shake everything up.
Yeah. You just said it. So everybody, whatever your superstitious breaker thing is, I don't know. Try to break the bad juju, do it. Because Chris just wanted a caution or something, I don't know. Or maybe you want a caution, who knows? You might have some people putting their rally caps on right now wanting a caution. Looks like the 88 of Adam Lancaster's been down pit road for 1:33.
I think he might actually be getting ready to come back out on the track. I saw his pit time just reset a minute ago. So
Look who's coming out. Look who's coming out.
Justin Winters back on his way out. Probably got his engine replaced, and he's going to turn as many laps as he can. That is good to see. Man, if I was wearing a hat, I would tip it to you, Justin. Right now, Zack Nichols is starting to run off and leave Brandon Holder, but running off and leaving Alex Huffman? No. Alex Huffman's still hanging all over that back bumper. Whoa, as I'm saying it, he's getting loose, though. As I see Bryce Hunter saying he is ready for the Glen. We know he got that win at Mid-Ohio, and that was what, last night, who was it that won the Xfinity race last night?
Why did my brain just
my brain just Tyler Johnson won last night.
I just accidentally closed iRacing.
Yeah, but Tyler Johnson won the race last night, and he was saying that Bryce, he was looking for you to get a win. He knows that you were the road course ringer, so we're going to be looking out for Bryce Hunter in that. Zack Nichols now starting to separate that gap to Alex Huffman. Maybe Alex starting to really eat those tires up. We see Zack, though, starting to slowly pull away.
Yeah, so you're going to have to give me one moment, Chris. I accidentally clicked the exit button, like on the top right. You know, I use it in a window with all my live time, and yeah, I accidentally closed it out. So I'm loading back in. Should only take me a second, but...
Well, that's not good.
This race is starting to fire up, though, man. So I'm really starting to expect to see cars are going to start making some pace here. You're going to really see drivers try to, maybe stretch that run a little bit and experiment. They're going to want to pick up speed here wherever they can find it. And if you see maybe just a little bit of line difference, maybe a little bit higher on corner, lower on corner, don't think anything of it. It's probably just adapting to the way the track is. We know he's got this big cloud coverage, everything like that. 40-lap shootout here. Well, under 40-lap shootout now, but wait, not 40. I mean 80. But under an 80-lap shootout here, and yeah, you just got to experiment with this first run.
Zack Nichols a little loose.
Hope to goodness you, and that's going to be another thing. It's going to be getting loose here with this run now.
Yeah, I see Bryce Hunter saying, I don't know how Zack Nichols is doing this, but really impressive. His long run speed is insane, man. Zack Nichols doesn't hold a pro license for no reason, man. That is definitely something that we always, you know.
I don't think he has one. I don't know. I don't think I saw one. I was just loading in and it said he said he was A class.
Oh,
Didn't say
have.
pro next to his name anymore. Still a 7,119 I rating, so.
Oh yeah, you know, that's, you know, just that.
Just put some respect on his name.
But right now, Zack Nichols still out. Whoa, it looks like he might have tagged the wall there just a little bit. Let's see if Huffman, it does look like he's starting to slowly pinch that gap up, but, whoa, Brandon Holder under attack right now. 77 to Gabriel Ellison on the inside. Too wide. Let's see who's going to get it. Looks like Gabriel might be backing out of it. Oh, a little loose to 77. All kinds of loose. Oh, the 12 blinking out just a little bit there. He is completely gone. Oh, he's still up there.
I don't even know.
Right now you see Brandon Holder still blinking out up there, but the 77 to Gabriel Ellison, he's getting past the 70. Michael Sturgill, his teammate, go ahead and get around him. You're going to probably hear some teammate, whoa, a little loose there from the 70. Yeah, Brandon Holder definitely blinking out really bad. We're going to have to see if race control says anything to that 31.
Right now, he's not in a situation where it's too dire and it looks like it's straightened out, so I think if it was like they were about to pass him or about to take it too wide and he started blinking, they're going to say something. But he was a little bit ahead. They gave him the opportunity to get it fixed before, they warned him or moved him, out of the way for those drivers. And looks like it straightened itself out.
Yes, Bryce, though, that is that's something that we just kind of, I was loading into the game one night and, getting ready for a broadcast, and I saw next to his name it said pro license. I was like, whoa, okay. So that's why he wins a lot of races. So there you go.
Yeah, if you guys didn't know, Zack Nichols drove for Williams Esports. And I want to say the Coca-Cola Series. So
77 having a yeah, exactly. He's a demon.
Dude's legit, and he is, El Diablo.
Brandon Holder now under attack from the 70.
Whoa!
Michael Sturgill having to get out of it. Man, that could have been really dangerous. I see Sarah Mays giving Justin Winters that just get some points. There you go, man. You see him getting out of the way for his teammate. He's just going to go ahead and get out of the way of everybody. He's just going to try to turn as many laps as he can. Like I said,
he's driving it like the Milwaukee Mile, Chris.
Yeah, like I was saying, if I had a hat, I would tip it to you, man.
Hey, everybody in the crowd's cheering that 9 on right now. There's like a whole group of drunk guys up there in the upper section just absolutely going nuts right now when they saw that 9 pulling back out on the drag like an open wheel.
I see Bryce Hunter saying, remind me not to drive in the Cup Series. I'm happy with the Xfinity. Not wanting to get up there. Man, that's how you get better. Whoa, the 70. You saw the 31 getting loose there. 70 now on the inside.
Wall. He's got the 12 to give him a big push into the corner. And also, whoa, Frankie, woo! Below the apron on corner entry. He's going to actually get the slide job. Not much of a slide, just more of a clear. 31 kind of pulled down there. So, take that back.
Right now, the 44 of Zack Nichols, though, got about a 3 3/10 gap over Alex Huffman. You see Alex Huffman now coming out of turn 4 as Zack Nichols is pretty much going into turn 1 right now. Man, that's just going to show you that that pace that he has is really, really demon, really fast. Right now, it looks like Brandon Holder around.
Whoa! No caution. No caution for real. That's weird.
Yeah, no caution. Maybe they saw that it was off of the racing line.
Can we go back and find out what happened?
Yeah, we'll see if we can find out what happened with that 31.
I mean, we know he was battling with Sturgill. Oh, Jimmy Allen right here.
Like
Jimmy gets loose.
Oh, it might have just
Whoa.
been.
Wait, did the 31 get into the wall and go down, or did he get net coated? What happened there? Go on the on board with the 16. Looks
like the 31 got into the wall, and then Jimmy Allen also got loose. So it looks like it was just a little bit of both.
My bear.
Coming down pit lane, the 27, the 15, and the 31. Saw Brandon Holder getting spun there. He's going to go ahead and pull it down pit lane. Jimmy Allen also
Whoa,
bringing it down.
Justin Winters just disconnected. No.
Justin Winters looks like he went ahead, called it a night.
It said he disconnected due to incoming packet loss. That could also mean that he called that forward, right?
Had an internet issue. Could have possibly had an internet issue.
As well, yeah.
Hopefully everything is okay in that 9 camp, but it looks like everybody coming down pit lane now. Alex Huffman, Gabriel Ellison, Michael Sturgill, Scott Fritz, Wyatt Brackett, Jimmy Allen, Matt Grenier, Austin Allen going to be on their way out right now. Brian Terry in pit lane. Brandon Holder on his way back out. You see Zack Nichols now pulling his way down pit lane. See the 12 of Frankie Barroso going to pull down pit lane. Also the 84 David Farmer going to pull down pit lane. So let's see now. Alex Huffman still sitting in pit lane. Zack Nichols is pulling his way in. 13 of Brian Terry getting out right now. Michael Sturgill in the 77.
Man, he was lighting them up, wasn't he?
He was definitely lighting them up. Zack Nichols now in his pit stall. 10 Wyatt Brackett on his way out right now. Zack Nichols, David Farmer, Frankie Barroso all down pit lane. Let's see if Alex Huffman can get around before Zack Nichols is able to get out of pit lane. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to get around. So this could set up. This could set up, though. Alex Huffman, he's going to be getting around. Zack Nichols should be coming out of pit lane right now. Whoa, that was a close pit there for the 44. Let's see if Alex Huffman has what it takes to get back up there and duke it out with the 44. Big drive in there from the 8. Oh, he might have got up in the wall. Oh, Alex Huffman a little loose. He's going to get it straightened out, though, man. He's definitely pushing a little too hard.
He knows that's going to be, it's like that one time I was watching. I can't remember what race it was. And they told Verstappen to back off. And he said, "You're crazy. This is the closest I'm going to be to the Mercedes all race. And you want me to drive like a grandma?" That's exactly how Alex Huffman feels. He wants to go. He needs to get up there and get as close as he can. He knows that 44 is going to be a little bit in conserve mode possibly, and he could attack here.
Yeah, you're really seeing it come alive here for Alex Huffman. He's going to have to really put the loud pedal down and try to catch up to this 44 as much as he can. Once he gets up here, he's just going to have to cruise. I would get up to the 44's back bumper and then just follow his pace. I would match his pace exactly. Would not try to get around him. You're on that back bumper, so you don't have to worry about catching back up. But now you have to just keep that pace, and that momentum up, because we've seen that 44 can just pick up and leave you.
Oh yeah, it can. The 8's taking the fast way around the track, Grizz. Look at him.
Yeah, but you're also seeing him get really loose coming out of corner exit. Whoa, Mo Abhat pulling back up on the track. Whoa. That's something, if you're in that 8 machine, you do not want to see. Looks like he's going to get it settled back out. Man, Mo Abhat, though, that was definitely scary if you were in that 8. Michael Sturgill, he's going to be in that 3rd spot. You see Jimmy Allen. Whoa, getting a little loose. He's going to get up around. Gabriel Ellison did come out. With Michael Sturgill. But it looks like Jimmy Allen on that lap difference pit stop, he was able to set himself up into that 4th spot. So we'll see if he has enough time.
Yeah, Jimmy Allen, we were talking about him earlier, Chris. It looks like he was listening as he's going to run back in here into that 4th spot. He's doing a good job on this little bit of a, recovery drive from setting up there early not really up here in the front, just kind of hanging out. And he's avoided what he needed to. And here with close to 50 to go, he's ready to go.
Yeah, we're really...
16 is that 16's rolling it back to last season. He's ready to move.
Yeah, we're really seeing a lot of moving going on in that 16's rear end, though. He's definitely having to stay on that gas pedal a little longer to stay in front of that 77. Going to go back up on board here with that 44, check and see what's going on. Oh, Alex Huffman getting a little loose coming out of the corner. You definitely don't want to be in that seat when you see that 44 slowly getting smaller in front of you.
And as we've got a moment here, 7 down the track. As we've got a moment here while the cars are just a little bit single file, we're going to take a moment just to throw it here one more time to a side-by-side, get a word from our sponsors. You won't miss a thing from the action. We'll be right back with you. As we welcome you back from that side-by-side, brought to you by the awesome partners over at L&S Customs. We hope you enjoyed those words from our sponsors. As Zack Nichols still going to be out in the lead. We saw Frankie just get past Gabriel as well. Frankie on a little bit of a move here. Chris, 219 out from Michael Sturgill.
Yeah,
so Jimmy Allen on his way out of pit road right now.
Yeah, Michael Sturgill having a really good drive here tonight. As we saw Frankie Barroso get around Gabriel Ellison. We also saw Gabriel Ellison get around Jimmy Allen. So maybe Jimmy Allen would be. Whoa. Looks like Jimmy Allen might have came down pit lane, might be jumping the pit stop here just a little early, so that way he can come down, get those tires and fuel. Maybe not seeing another pit cycle here, so he might be trying to jump that gun just a little early. Trying to get as much track time as he can, but right now Zack Nichols is pulling his way up just a little bit further. Now he's got about a 3 7/10 gap between Alex Huffman. So Alex Huffman definitely starting to fall off, and then between him, Michael Sturgill about 3 1/4 seconds off from him. So Alex Huffman is trying to pull away from Michael Sturgill. But Frankie Barroso is really on a massive tear through the field. He, he's dropped down 2 positions from his starting position, but this is a long race. You do kind of expect to go back and forth between the field. But now Frankie Barroso driving all the way from the back. He has now got Michael Sturgill about a 1 3/10 down. So he's starting to close in that 3rd place position. As it looks like David Farmer making a move on the inside of Matt Grenier.
As it looks like Farmer is going to get passed at the stripe. we've got 45 laps to go.
Yeah, this is where the crunch time is really going to start coming in. It's going to decide when these drivers really decide to, take it to the bank. This is going to be the crunch time. So right now we've got 10 cars on the lead lap. Brandon Holder is currently your last driver on the lead lap, or first driver off of the lead lap, and then Jimmy Allen is going to be behind him. Jimmy Allen is about 15 seconds off of Brandon, so if his caution was to come out now, Brandon Holder would get the lucky dog, but we should see Brandon Holder maybe get past. It looks like Jimmy Allen is starting to catch him just a little bit. He does have fresher tires than that Brandon Holder. Actually, take that back. He's only about a lap difference on that those tires, so he's going to have his work cut out for him. But right now, Alex Huffman's starting to fall back even more. Zack Nichols about a 5-second gap. Michael Sturgill about the same, about 3 6/10 off. But like we were saying, look at that behind him. Frankie Barroso on a really big, massive drive through the field. He is starting to catch that third place position.
Yeah, Barroso, man, is moving, Chris. I don't know what Frankie had for breakfast this morning, but I need it.
Yeah, me too.
He's found his drive here this late in the race. That's one of those. Oh, well, Brian Terry reckon this might bring out a caution.
No, he's going to keep it rolling. He's out of the line. Whoa. Is that the 77? No, it wasn't the 77.
It was Matt Grenier.
Matt Grenier getting a little crazy off of the wall. He's coming down pit lane right now. 15 down pit lane. This is where we're going to start seeing. This could be where the pit stops start coming down. We are 40 laps to the good right now. So this is going to be the make or break time.
Make or break. And the real question is who is going to take it all. That's what I'm ready to see. It looks like Mo Abhat making his way out of pit road there. He is currently scored 9 laps down. As we'll see, let's see.
44 getting really loose coming out of corner exit.
Should see everybody make their way down pit road soon.
Yeah, this, like I said, this should be where everybody starts coming down pit lane. Maybe Jimmy Allen hoping, maybe hoping that he can make up the time here. He's got to get around Brandon Holder. You see a lot of, it looks like maybe a little bit of front right damage. Oh yeah, a lot of front right damage on that 16. A lot of people getting up into that wall. Now Alex Huffman 6 6/10 off of Zack Nichols. Michael Sturgill is about 4 seconds off of them, and then Josh, look at that. The 12 is all over the back bumper of the 70.
Yeah, Frankie Barroso's moving, man. He's now rolled himself up into 4th. We've got 39 to go.
This could be where you start seeing everybody come down pit lane, wondering when everybody's going to come down. We saw Jimmy Allen bring it down a couple of laps earlier. See if Zack Nichols and co decide to come down here in not too long. We know Alex Huffman definitely wanting to come down and get some fresh tires. Michael Sturgill, he's holding off that 12. It looks like Frankie Barroso having a little bit of an issue coming out of turn 4. Maybe trying to get around him and then got on that inside lane. See the 12 driving it all the way up there against the wall. Should see him diving all the way down to the bottom. Man, that is a beautiful line. Whoa, 70 into the wall a little bit.
No, he got loose.
Maybe he did, yeah, maybe that wasn't what it saw. It definitely looked like he got into the wall, but does not. Whoa, the 7 of Doug Newbigging down on the bottom of the track. He's out there trying to get as much points as he can. Zack Nichols is pretty much just licked the stamp, put it on the envelope, and meld the mail because he is starting to drive off of Alex Huffman. Like we were saying, Michael Sturgill right now, this is your closest battle for position. About to looks like the 12 about to make a move on the 70, but the 70 is doing a good job making that car just a little wider, keeping that 12 behind him.
The 8 might have just called he was coming down pit road. I saw him light up on the mic. For some reason, I'm not hearing the drivers. They might just be accidentally keying up. I'm not sure. Oh, no, that might have been the 8 getting let by 31. He was telling him, thank you. Okay, that's what it was. I see. They probably just said it so fast. It probably just like a quick thank you, you know, kind of thing. Thank you. You're welcome. And I missed it just because I can't hear of the loudness of these awesome Bluegrass race cars, man. These guys have done so awesome here tonight, Chris. I mean, just an absolutely excellent job. I mean, the Truck Series race was great. The Xfinity Series race was great. And this Cup Series race, man, has been stellar. These boys been putting on a hell of a show here.
Yeah, it just goes to show you that, man, the Cup Series is definitely cream of the crop when it comes to the racing. Yeah, we have more trucks, but, man, you know, it's just a lot more fun when it comes down to the Cup Series. You know, they definitely the talent just goes to show. You know, not saying that the truck and the Xfinity Series doesn't have talent, man. We definitely have a lot of talented drivers in both of those series. As I see Brandon Holder still blinking a lot. Says he's entered pit lane 15 times.
Oh, he is in pit road.
But what I was saying though is, you know, you really go to expect that the Cup Series, man, you come out here, you don't have any cautions. It just goes to show, you know, the Xfinity Series, we had a couple of cautions last night, but still really awesome race, like you said, Josh. And the Truck Series, man, that was definitely, you know, that was absolutely a lot of fun as well. Man, these Cup boys, they're definitely going to show you that they know how to get it done. All right, looks like the 70 of Sturgill is going to be the first one out of the lead pack, come down pit lane. So the 70 going to go ahead and wave that virtual hand out the window, pull it down pit lane, see how long it takes for everybody else to get bit by that pit stop bug.
Gabriel Ellison in this time.
77 going to go ahead, call his pits. Oh, he's going really wide there. That's going to hurt him slowing up that much. Gonna have to get it slowed down in pit lane. He does. Let's see when Zack Nichols decides to bring it down pit lane. The 15 of Matt Grenier all over that back bumper. He's trying to get that lap back. And he will, that 15 on better set of tires. So he will get that lap
down.
But he will get that lap back from the 44. It looks like Alex Huffman down pit lane.
Huffman will. Sounds like Frankie Barroso also will be coming down pit road.
Frankie Barroso going to take it around one more time, then bring it down. Promoted himself back up into his original starting position. So it looks like everybody coming down pit lane now. Scott Fritz, Austin Allen, Gabriel Ellison, Jimmy Allen down pit lane, Alex Huffman down pit lane. Excuse me, Wyatt Brackett down pit lane. So everybody's starting to come down. See the 12 of Frankie Barroso getting it slowed down. You're going to see him getting ready to come down. 44 is Zack Nichols, though. He's got that extra set of tires. We've got 28 laps left. This is going to be your make or break. Whoever comes down pit lane.
Zack Nichols will be down this time, Chris.
So if he has a good drive out, he could be setting himself back up into a better position. But Alex Huffman, he's going to be on his way out right now. We'll see. Zack Nichols, though, he might get past. But Alex Huffman currently a lap down. I did not realize that.
He'll be back on the lead lap when he comes back around. You got to think of how short this track is.
Yeah, I know.
There he goes. Oh, never mind. He got one position back.
So Zack Nichols now hitting his pit stall. See if Alex Huffman can get around the track fast enough.
I don't think he should. I think Zach should get out in time. Possibly not.
Zack Nichols on his way out right now. This is going to be really close.
I mean, he had a 12-second gap on him. I think Zach should possibly get up to speed here, but it's going to be close.
Yeah, he's going to make it out. And Zack Nichols still going to be in the lead. He's going to retain that position. Alex Huffman, he's going to have to really get on the loud pedal if he wants to catch up. The 27 is going to be in front of him. That's Austin Allen. Currently lap down, going to go ahead and get out of the way for that 44. Not one to really hold him up. That was going to be really what's going to get Alex Huffman to catch back up. It's going to be lap traffic or a caution. We have a caution right here. That would really, really shake things up. Michael Sturgill, though, going to still be in that third position. Matt Grenier going to be in fourth, and then Gabriel Ellison going to be right behind him. Might have a battle for this fourth position here in not too long, but look at that, Josh. Frankie Barroso all over the back bumper of that 77 again. It looks like the 15 might have gotten to the wall just a little bit.
Ooh, the 12 pushing the 77 around.
Six laps to go. This is gonna be it. This is gonna be where if you've got a card up your sleeve, you need to throw it out now.
Zack Nichols now starting to put himself out a little bit more in the lead. He does have that two-lap advantage on his tires, so it's good attempt by Huffman. He undercutted the time by about half. He about halfway the time. If he was about a 6-second gap, we could be speaking a different story right now for the lead, but unfortunately that 12, 13-second gap was a little bit too much to overcome with the pit stop strategy, and it's going to put him back just a little bit, but there is still plenty of time in this race, so we're not going to count any of our drivers out here. Man, you just got to expect to see Zack Nichols just try to save this car and manage to the end now.
Yeah, we still have 23 laps, and a lot can happen in 23 laps. I mean, we've definitely seen a lot happen in less. So it's one of those things, like we said, don't count anybody out. You know, we could have a driver get loose, and then we rack them and stack them back up, and it's a completely different ball game. Right now, it looks like Frankie Barroso, he did get around that 77 of Gabriel Ellison. Gabriel Ellison, though, still going to be in that fifth spot. I want to say right now, the one of Scott Fritz and Wyatt Brackett are currently battling for position. See David Farmer right behind him as well. Doesn't have a banner on that 84, but he is a playoff driver. So right now, the 84, the 1, and the 10 all battling for that point position. And I see Sarah Mays exactly saying, not over till it's over.
As coming up to go, to 20 to go this next time by. It looks like it is still going to be Zack Nichols out in the lead. That Hot Wheels machine been on fire tonight. No pun intended right there with the Hot Wheels on fire thing, but sounds pretty funny if you ask me. But, looks like he's doing an excellent job, man. What we've come to expect from Zack Nichols, but another driver I got to point out is Alex Huffman, man. Just done an excellent job here. Led a good bit of laps earlier. Good second place finish here would be great for him, I think, if he was able to hold on here for these last 20. Michael Sturgill Jr. as well, Chris. That's a good run for him as well. And that J.D. McDuffie throwback, a third place finish, I think, would be also good for him if he was able to hold on to this position.
Yeah, we know the Lucky Ducks guys. They definitely have a lot of good drivers on that team. So Gabriel Ellison, the 70 of Michael Sturgill, even Doug Newbigging. You know, we had him in the booth a couple of races ago. So good to have the Lucky Duck guys in here. They are definitely one of those drivers you have to watch out for. One of those teams you got to watch out for. I know right now they are currently battling for that points lead, the team-wise points lead with the No Chance guys. So we're gonna have to see if they can hang on to that points. Because, the points lead is definitely going to start dwindling down here before too long between them. As right now, the Lucky Duck guys have a points of 63.93, and then No Chance is 62.99. So they are definitely on the hills of it, especially with Zack Nichols and all the No Chance guys doing really good. These last few races, we could definitely see, once Matt Kemp comes back, you could definitely see something really start to add up with those team points. We see right now David Farmer and Wyatt Brackett are currently battling for that 6th and 7th position, but about to go a lap down from that 44 is Zack Nichols. So coming up into a little bit of lap traffic is that 44. You should see him get out of the way maybe, but they are battling for position, so that could really affect them. So maybe the 44 are gonna try to tell them where to go here, but we could see them still battling for that position up there in front. Whoa, the 10 up in whoa, this could be trouble for the 44.
Zack Nichols wants absolutely no part of this right now. That was hairy there for a second.
He's going to take it to the inside. You see David Farmer back out of it. Wyatt Brackett on that top lane. Woo! It's going to open up the door for David Brackett, or David Farmer,
right.
Excuse me.
Wipe the sweat off your brow.
Man, I'm sweating from that. What are you talking about?
That was, oh my goodness.
Still too wide behind him, though. David Farmer getting loose. He's going to get it controlled under him, though. Oh. You know, if you were Zack Nichols, you were definitely, you know, I mean.
Hey, Chris.
What's up?
Look who's knocking on that third place door.
Frankie Barroso now under a second between him and Michael Sturgill. This could be a battle for the third place here before too long.
And we're coming to 12 to go this next time by.
It is 12 to go. See, still back there, Wyatt Brackett, David Farmer still trying to battle for that position. You see Alex Huffman, he's about 9 2/10 back from Zack Nichols, so about 6 seconds between him and Michael Sturgill. So Alex Huffman can pretty much just cruise where he wants to if he wants to hang on to that second position. But Frankie Barroso starting to really close in on that 70. So we're going to see if that 12 machine can catch up to the 70. Does look like he got a better corner exit. Now he's got it down to 1 3/10. It was 1 6/10 going into turn 1. Coming out of turn 2, though, he really cupped it up. Whoa, it looks like Adam Lancaster jumped to the pits. No, he was involved in that wreck early on. Might have had just a little bit of issue. Went ahead and decided to pull it down pit lane. But now that 44 coming up to the back bumper of the 31. You should see Brandon Holder get out of the way, which you do. Now Alex Huffman about 10 seconds back. Michael Sturgill, he's looking up in that rear view. He's starting to see Frankie Barroso get closer and closer.
Woo.
Woo.
Yeah, Frankie really starting to reel him in now. That car looks like it might be a little loose, Chris. 10 to go, too, as well. Coming to 9 is 9 to go.
We could see pass for that third place position here in the next couple of laps. Zack Nichols, though, he's got his gap still out to a 11-second gap. Mo Abbott coming down pit lane. A lot of drivers just going ahead, pulling it down pit lane, taking those fresh tires, just gonna, enjoy their last couple of laps. But right now, Zack Nichols, Alex Huffman, Michael Sturgill, Frankie Barroso, and Gabriel Ellison are currently your drivers that are on the lead lap. But whoa, Frankie Barroso and Wyatt Brackett really battling it out back here. We saw
That's
that
David Farmer.
David Farmer. I might have said the wrong name.
I said Frankie Barroso, yeah.
I do apologize. I'm looking at the timing.
But speaking of Frankie Barroso, he's literally about to catch Sturgill. 8 to go.
7 laps to go. 7 laps to go this time by.
Oh, yeah. It is 7 laps to go. Zach is just so fast. He makes everybody else look like, makes everything go wrong for us, We don't got the right timing sometimes. This boy's so fast.
Frankie Barroso, though, now almost under a half a second. See if he can catch up and take over that third position. You know Frankie wants to get a good points finish here. See Jimmy Allen currently about to go another lap down. He's going to get out of the way of that 44. So now 12-second gap between Zack Nichols and Alex Huffman. Pretty much sealed the deal on that first place position for Zack Nichols, unless something happens. We saw that little bit of a shake up there with David Farmer and Wyatt Brackett, so we could see something happen. Not wanting it to, but man, it's one of those things. 5 laps to go, anything can happen. So now under a half a second is Frankie Barroso to Michael Sturgill. See if he can make a pass for that 3rd position. Frankie diving it down into turn 1. Whoa! The 70 getting a little loose up there in the top of the corner.
Frankie has been reeling him in for the last 30 laps, Chris, since they pitted. He was 14 seconds off of Sturgill.
Well, now he is 2/10 off of Sturgill. Zack Nichols are going to bring it around. We're going to have 3 laps to go. This next time by for Zack Nichols. He's slowly getting that gap a little further between him and Alex Huffman. But right now, this is your closest battle for position.
This is for your final podium spot as well. Does Frankie Barroso have it left in the tank, man?
You know that 12 does not want to make the move too soon. He could really set himself up. Whoa, the 70 getting loose. The 12 going to have a better run out of the corner. .44 is Zack Nichols. 2 laps to go. Flagman waving. He's holding that green and white crossed, telling him 1 more lap to go. Frankie Barroso going to have to really set himself up now. Big drive in there from the 12.
The real question is Frankie used everything he's got left in catching this 70? Is he going to try to make the move? Man. This is going to be interesting here for this 3rd spot, Chris.
White flag is out. This race is official for that 44 machine, but the 12 and the 70 still racing for position. They've got to go around one more time. See the 12 getting really loose. This could be really it for the 70 if he's got it in him. You see, coming around for the last time is that 44 Zack Nichols.
Check the flag. Zack Nichols going to pick up the first round of 16 win. Now let's watch this battle right here because Frankie's going to have to send it into 3 and 4. I don't think he's got it. Looked like he got loose out of that corner exit. A good attempt by Frankie, man, but Michael Sturgill going to get a solid 3rd place finish here. Look at that burnout from the 44. This guy just knows how to do these. Been doing them all season, hasn't he?
That would be his 8th win on the season. So Zack Nichols getting it done here again tonight at the L&S Customs 255. Alex Huffman going to be your 2nd place finisher. And Michael Sturgill holding on to that 3rd spot as Frankie Barroso was ever so slightly inching closer to him. Well, we're going to go on board here with the 44 and we're going to watch him do his best Tokyo Drift impersonation.
He always does this. Think he's got a direct drive. But you know, these things are always so much easier to drift counterclockwise than the track.
Mm-hmm.
The opposite way. This would technically be clockwise. Because of how they're so hooked up to go left.
Wall tap, wall tap, wall tap.
Man, he's running some Formula D lines, ain't he? Look at Nichols, man. Awesome. Awesome celebration.
Wall tap.
There it is. With the Manji. Backwards entry. We're turning into Formula D judges up here, Chris. Excellent celebration from the 44. But, Chris, get those post-race results up on the screen. we got some names and some places that we got to talk about. All right, and you're going to see Zack Nichols, that 44, park it right there on the start-finish line where he finished his night in P1. Alex Huffman going to finish P2 after an excellent attempt here tonight, man. Great finish from Alex Huffman. He said he knew he was probably going to finish P2 to Zack once he started coming back up to the field, and it looks like that's what happened. It came to fruition. 8-second gap, but he's still going to finish second. Good start off to the round of 16 for Alex Huffman. Michael Sturgill Jr., he is going to finish in that P3 spot after being chased down from Frankie Barroso there at the end. They put on a good finish for us, so good job to Michael Sturgill with Frankie Barroso in P4. Gabriel Ellison, P5. David Farmer going to finish in P6 with Wyatt Brackett, P7. Scott Fritz, P8. Austin Allen, P9. Jimmy Allen, P10. Matt Grenier, P11. Brandon Holder going to finish P12 with Mo Abbott, 13th. Brian Terry, 14th. Doug Newbigging, 15th. Justin Winter, 16th. 17th going to go to Adam Lancaster. 18th, Morgen Baird. 19th, Mikey Neal Jr. And 20th going to be David Sheets. And that will round out your field here for tonight. But man, what a stinking race. And Chris, all of our drivers look like they are ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and get to the post-race interviews. Bring in that 44 of Zack Nichols and have a word with your race winner. Zack Nichols, Chris and Josh up here in the booth. Do you got a copy, sir?
Yep.
Man, oh man, I gotta say first things, hell of a freaking burnout right there. That was awesome burnout right there. But coming around too, we were saying on stream, you turned us into Formula D judges right there, man. The way you were going out there throwing manjis, backwards inches, hitting the wall taps, everything. That was awesome, man. But hey, Zack, I gotta say a big congratulations to you, man. Starting off the round at 16, I'm sure exactly how you guys wanted it. Take us through that second stage there. We know you took feel lonely there in stage one. That kind of got you mixed back up to the field, but take us through working your way back through, man, and picking up an excellent win here to start off your postseason and get your 8th win of the season, I should say, as well.
Yeah, I mean, I thought no one was going to take tires there to save tires for the 100-lap dash after that stage, but yeah, I was kind of shocked that no one took tires, and we fell to the back like a rock. So I was happy to stinking start, I think, 6th on that final stage. Was able to just drive my way to the front and before the dirty air got to us. But yeah, it was a fun race. It was a long one, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was a pretty good size race there, man. 188 laps at Darlington. That's a good chunk of change, and you guys managed very well. I think we saw 2 cautions the whole night, if even that. I don't think racing incident wise, I think we saw maybe 1 actually. So you guys had a very well put together race out there. We saw all you guys execute very strongly. And Zack, going into Watkins Glen next week, how are you guys looking forward going into there after picking up the win here tonight at Darlington?
Yeah, I mean, road courses are some of the most fun I have on here compared to the oval, so I'm looking forward to Watkins Glen. I think it's going to be a good race because everyone knows their way around Watkins Glen, so I hope it's a tough battle.
Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a good one, man, here in the postseason. But you picked up the first win of your postseason here efforts at Darlington, man. And Zack, I got to say again, congratulations. Excellent effort. Always a pleasure to watch that 44 machine get out there, and especially run that beautiful Hot Wheels scheme tonight, man. Loving the Toyota schemes you're throwing at us. They're pretty cool. They're some good skins you got. So, man, Zack, if you've got any final words, thoughts, shout outs, anything before we let you get going out here tonight, man, we'll let you get them out there and let you wrap it up here in Victory Circle.
Yeah, I'd like to thank you guys for broadcasting. It's always a blast to go back and watch every race. But the league admins for putting this whole deal on. My Uncle Kenny and my dad are watching, so yeah, that's about it. And I'd like to shout Matt out. He couldn't make today because he has to be in Florida going to the Daytona 500. Yeah.
I know, just so stinks so bad he had to miss the race tonight. Who just hate going to the Daytona 500, man. Oh, but Zack, again, man, such a pleasure to have you up here, buddy. We're very excited to see you guys go next week into Watkins Glen. But congratulations on tonight, man, and we'll hopefully be talking to you next week.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, buddy. And that was Zack Nichols, your race winner. Good to hear that he is ready for that road course. Going to go ahead and bring in our second place finisher in that 8 of Alex Huffman. Alex Huffman, Chris, and Josh up here in the booth. Do you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, well, we know you were saying after that second stage that it was going to be Zack Nichols coming up there trying to put a run for your money. And I even heard you say, as soon as he passed third place, Zach, go away. Made me giggle. So, man, you got up there. You ran second place here tonight, and you put on a hell of an effort. Maybe if you were just a couple seconds closer there on that pit stop strategy for green flag, you could have possibly gotten up out there in the lead and put on a hell of a show with him. But, you got a little bit far behind there, and we saw just fall a little bit short here tonight, Alex. But, hey, a second place finish at Darlington, man, nothing to hang your head at. And going into Watkins Glen, I'm sure you're glad you got yourself set up with a little bit good points run here tonight at Darlington.
Yeah, considering I hate road courses with passion, I'll gladly take second. Yeah, Zach dude's on a whole other level. I can't keep up with him. I could keep up with for like 10 laps at most, and after that, bye-bye. Yeah, I had to say that because as soon as I saw him, I was like, uh-oh, I'm in trouble.
Oh, yeah, man. It's one of those things you look up there and you're just like, oh, God, here we go. We were saying cue the Jaws theme earlier, and, it seems like he's always hunting, but, other than that, man, it just seems like Huffy that you've had your hit or misses this season, and here towards the end of the regular season and coming into the postseason, you've really starting to get on that run as we tune it up for this this round of however many we go into all the way down to the round of 4. So you got next week at Watkins Glen. Take us a little bit into the future. How are you expecting as we go in here to pick up some momentum? Are you thinking we're going to see some bravery going into the road course? Or are you just going to try to play it smooth and maybe pick up a consistent position?
Definitely not no bravery because there's nothing brave in me and road courses. I'm just gonna try to take it easy and salvage what I can because I have 0 speed at road courses. I hate them. I like short tracks and tracks with low downforce like Darlington, where I could be loose and slidey and kind of knock the wall down a little bit too many times. But no, I don't like road courses, but I hope I can come out with a decent finish at least.
Yeah, man, we know how that is at going to be one of those races that all you boys are going to be definitely out there sawing on that wheel. But Huffy, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you up here in the booth, man. Congratulations on picking up that stage 2 win and coming up here in second place. And hey, if you've got any final words, thoughts, shout outs, anything before we let you get out of here tonight, you're more than welcome to throw them out there, and we'll let you get on your way.
Of course, gotta thank you. Up guys up in the booth, Jason for putting this on, Deb at Old School Diecast, all my teammates at Elite, John who's off building awesome go-karts, katana karts, Kinder Performance Group, LNS Customs, Justin and Adam, they got involved in a wreck, so did Mikey. I hate that for them, and my friends and family that support me during this mess, and congrats to Zach on the win. He's bad fast. Matt, Kemp, if you're watching this, I don't like that you're at Daytona and I'm not.
Yeah, man, I feel the same way. Like I said, it's not fair that he's there and we're not. So, but hey, Huffy, it's been a blast having you up here, man. We're excited to see you guys roll through the into next week, and hey, congratulations on tonight, and hopefully we'll be having a word with you here in the future.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Thank you, buddy. And that was Alex Huffman. Going to go ahead and bring in our third and final interview, Michael Sturgill Jr. Have a word with him. Michael, this is Chris and Josh up in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, oh man. Well, I got to say, you're there at the end. It was looking like you were going to have a little bit of a battle there with Frankie Barroso, but also, man, qualifying 4th here tonight, finishing 3rd. We know that 70 machine's been showing some good speed here these past couple of weeks, and I got to say, a good 3rd place finish from you here tonight. Take us through that race here tonight, man, at Darlington. We saw everybody, obviously, knocking the catch fence down, maybe a few more times than others, but that 70 machine was looking strong, man. And besides that little bit of a battle there with Frankie there at the end, you had a very good race and a good solid 3rd place here tonight.
Thank you. Yeah, I just mainly focused on not wrecking the car, trying to keep it as clean as possible. I think I only got the wall 5 or 6 times, which isn't bad here. And then, yeah, at the end there, I was very, very close on fuel, so I was trying to save, and Frankie was on fresher tires anyway. And he caught up to me. I thought he was going to get around me. Honestly, I ended up running out of fuel at the stripe, but I was just able to hold him off.
And yeah, Michael, it was sorry about that. It was seeming like he was gonna get up there for a moment. We saw like he was about 12 seconds back, pulled up to you, and tires being tires at Darlington. He obviously wasn't able to make that pass. Good defense from you as well. I mean, 2/10. He was getting up there. He was really starting to work that back bumper. You kept your composure, man, and not a lot of drivers can do that mirror driving at Darlington, and you did it very well. You were able to manage focus, keep that line, and when you saw that Frankie machine in your mirror view mirror, you really didn't think much of it. You did a good job to get yourself on the podium here tonight, man. And hey, I got to say, it was a very, very stout job here. And we're going into Watkins Glen next week. We got a a crazy road course race ahead of us. Not sure how you feel about that, but Michael, I got to say it was awesome watching you here tonight, man. And if you've got any final words, thoughts, shout outs, anything before we get you out of here tonight, we'll let you get those out of here, and we'll get you on your way, buddy.
Yeah, just want to shout out you guys for putting on the broadcast. You do a great job every week. Shout out to everyone in the league and Jason for running it. The guys at Lucky Ducks, especially for putting me in the car. RS Button Boxes for being on the car, and everyone watching, including my dad and my girlfriend. And I think that's it.
Heck yeah, man. Well, Michael, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you up here in the booth, buddy. Thank you for taking the time out of your night to come up here and have a word with us. We're excited to see all you boys get into next week. And hey, it's been, like I said, once again, a pleasure to have you up here. And I hope you have a good rest of your week. And congratulations again on that third place here tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. And that was Michael Sturgill Jr. Well, Chris, any thoughts, final words, or anything before we let the fans go here tonight?
Yeah, just a big shout out to everybody out there on that Facebook, the YouTube page. We hit 500 followers on the YouTube platform, so congratulations to the Bluegrass faithful. Thank you everybody who watches on that Facebook and that YouTube platform. But we hit 500 followers on YouTube, so that is a party. But anyway, big shout out to everybody, all the families, all the friends, everybody that watches on that YouTube, everybody that watches on Facebook. We could not do it without y'all. Big shout out to LNS Customs, big shout out to ButtKicker, Kinder Performance Group, and Barber Ford Motorsports. Big shout out to all those guys for coming on, beginning of the season, middle of the season, towards the end of the season, doesn't matter when you came on. Big shout out to all you guys for coming on and helping us be able to do this. We could not do it without you guys. Also, the Bluegrass faithful, Jason, Brian Terry, all the guys doing race control, everybody that really puts this league on, man. It really is a lot of fun to, everybody says, oh, thank you for taking your time out of Wednesday, your Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Well, I honestly, it's one of those things where, it's like I couldn't really, have anything else better to do. So I love it. I love being here on this Bluegrass. Can't wait for the race next week at Watkins Glen. It's going to be a lot of fun. So hopefully everybody's as excited about that as I am.
Yes, sir. Well, big shout out to LNS Customs. Big shout out to ButtKicker, Barber Ford Motorsports, and Kinder Performance Group. This has been Chris and Josh up here in the booth at Darlington saying good night, and we will see you next week at Watkins Glen.